Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Keith with K&D Flips. Thank you so much for hitting that play button. I apologize for the glare on my glasses, but I face a window and the sun is coming in even though the blinds are closed. Anyway, I've got a What Sold video for you this week, so thank you so much for joining. And while you're here, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Hit the bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever another video comes out. As I said, this is going to be a What Sold video, but first, a quick announcement. Every Monday, this will be our third Monday, I believe, episode number 3. Danny from Pickle Resellers and myself, Keith with K&D Flips, we have a Resellers Goals show. That's every Monday at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Usually it'll go for an hour, hour and a half, maybe a little longer. Just depends on how the chat goes and everything. But we'll discuss our goals from the previous week if we met them, and we'll also discuss our goals for the upcoming week. And you guys are invited to, join in, set a goal for yourself, and we'll talk to you the next week and see if you met it. We'll also just do some general chat, answer some questions. Wherever the chat leads us, we'll follow it. Maybe. Also, I have been invited to be a guest next Thursday, March the 25th, on the Two Beirdos show. That is Backroad Bitter Chuck and Nate from Natey Pies, Trinkets, and Doodads. They do a live show every Thursday evening at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Again, they're called the Two Beirdos, so I've kind of got this working, putting some fertilizer on it, but it's bugging it's bugging me. So I may just be a scruffo or a clean-shaven non-beardo. So anyway, please join me there along with them. It's their show. I'm going to be a guest on their show. It may be a roast because I usually kind of dig at them in the chat, so I may be setting myself up for something pretty scary. We'll see. Next Thursday, March the 25th, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Also, I'm going to put their channel links below, and also Danny's with Pickle Reseller. If you're not subscribed to him, make sure you subscribe to him, hit the bell for notifications. That way you'll see the reminder for our live show this Monday, and you'll get the notification when it starts. So I've got 12 items that sold this last week for $10 or more, and possibly a bolo that you might want to look out for. And we'll see what those items are coming up after this. Alright, so let's get into the 12 items that sold this week for $10 or more. A lot of more items that I sourced just this past week, and one of those items is kind of a bolo, something that I learned about this week. So it may not be a bolo for some of you, but it is for me now, and it could be for you also. So this first item here is a pair of Bates tactical boots. I did get these in that big lot. If you watched the haul video that I just put out from this past weekend, it was a big lot of jeans mostly, and I got a few other items. These shoes or boots were thrown in as well. Everything averaged out to 40 cents a piece. So I'm just going to say these boots cost 40 cents because they did. And they sold for $19.99 plus shipping. Men's size 12, great condition, only worn once, according to the person that I bought it from. Next up here is this vintage Tonka shell truck from the 70s. I did also pick this one up this weekend. Bought it for $1, and it sold for $12.99 plus shipping. Next here we have this item. I picked it up at the thrift store. I popped into the thrift store real quick this weekend, Saturday. Got those Starbucks mugs, again, on the haul video. And also found, they have like a health and beauty section. And I found these bottles of this moisturizer. It's Quench Micro Water Complex number 3 moisturizer. Picked it up for $5, and it sold for $21.99 plus shipping. Next up here is Patagonia. This is kind of a bolo for me. I've just recently learned about Patagonia and to look for those items, but that's not the one that I was talking about earlier. But they have a t-shirt line called Live Simply, where they have different logos on there. Again, I'd probably have to look into it a little bit more just to see what that's all about. But I found this shirt had a deer on it. I couldn't find the comps with the deer, but I found all the other Live Simply t-shirts. Picked this one up for $1.88. It was, again, a bag of items that I got this weekend. $15 for everything in the bag, so it worked out to $1.88 per item. And this one sold for $10 plus shipping. I probably could have got a little bit more for it, but right now I'm kind of doing quick flips or trying to do quick flips and still make a little bit of profit on it so I can get this money back and reinvest it in some other items. Plus keep the sales moving as well. Next here, this is the item that I was talking about that's kind of a bolo. It is for me. I've been buying a lot of denim, too much denim probably, and it's all, well, it's behind the banner in the box there. And then I've got a ton out in the garage still that I haven't listed. But this was, again, from that lot of, it was 28 pairs of jeans and 6 or 7 other items. All worked out to 40 cents a piece, but it's the cinch jeans. Now, I know Wrangler and Levi's. Levi's normally sell fairly well. Lucky Brand, Miss Me jeans on the women's side. But cinch, I'd heard of the jeans, but I didn't know a lot about them. Looking them up, I saw that they were reselling fairly well, so I picked these up. These cost 40 cents, and I sold them for $12 plus shipping. Again, I probably could have got a lot more because they do sell normally up in the 20s, 30s, and even up to $40, just depending on what style or what style it is. Next here is a garage sale item from a couple of weeks ago. It is a book of criminal behavior. I guess it's somebody that was going through police academy, and they had several different books like this. This was the only one that really had a little bit of resale value. It cost $1, and I sold it for $12.99 plus shipping, and that went out media mail, so it was actually a pretty decent rate for shipping that. Next here we have a estate sale item, or an estate sale item. This 9-inch Maglite flashlight. It's the one that's a little bit smaller. It takes the 2 C batteries instead of the big one with the D batteries. Got this for $2 at the garage, or not, no, it was a estate sale, not a garage sale, but it's that one that was across the street several weeks back. Picked it up for $2 and it sold for $15 plus shipping. Next here is another item from my local Facebook page, virtual yard sale page. It is a Graco baby sound machine. It had several different options for different sounds. Picked it up for $5 and it sold for $29.99 plus shipping. So I guess you could say that's a bolo too. I don't know. Never really come across a baby sound machine before, but there you go. More denim here. Levi's 569 42 by 30s. This was in a lot of jeans that I bought a few weeks back as well. Averaged out to $1 a pair, and this one sold for $13.49 plus shipping. Ceramic. I love ceramic. If you saw my how-to video, it's the last video that I put out right before this one here. I showed how I wrapped this mug to ship it off. This is a Starbucks. It's a 2019 holiday mug. That's the one they put out for that one. It's gold, has kind of a fish scale pattern. I think they call it the mermaid pattern. And then inside the mug is black and has Starbucks in the inside. Picked it up for, if I can read my writing, hang on. Actually, it's not writing, it's typed, but I got to find it. $5. So that was a thrift store item, the local thrift that I go to. And it sold for $12.50 plus shipping. So not a big profit on it, but it still made a little money. Let's see. Another item from that big buy with the jeans and everything else, where everything kind of worked out to 40 cents a piece, were these Samsung 4 gigabyte, I think they're memory chips for laptop memory. Yeah. Anyway, they did sell 40 cents on the cost, and these sold for $16.99 plus shipping. Last item here, my son, he sold his second item. He just left to go to track practice during spring break, but otherwise I'd have had him present this. But it's a Wimbledon Nova tennis racket with a case. He picked it up for $4 at a Goodwill. He had just stopped in. He actually kind of messaged me. He says, "Hey, this is $4. Is it any good?" I looked it up real quick, and it really didn't have a whole lot of comps on it. I think the comps that I did see were like 12, 16. I said, "You can pick it up if you want, and I'll list it, and we'll see what happens." He did get this, I'd say, 2 months ago, maybe. First part of January. For $4. It was $3.99 plus tax, and it ended up selling for $22 plus shipping. So I now owe him $22. And he's already said, "Yeah, now I'm going to go look somewhere else and find something else." I said, "That's the way to do it, So that's it. Let's take a look at the cost of goods this week is $27.08, and my gross sales $199.93, which brings the net sales before eBay fees to $172.85, which is roughly a little over 6 times my initial investment. As I said before, as long as I can get 3 times my initial investment or more, I'm happy with that. So I'm very happy with this. I did have a lot of smalls that I sold this week. I picked up a bunch of DVDs from a neighbor, gave them away for free. Actually, they were Blu-rays. So I've sold some of those already, but these are just like $3 and $4 sales. So I didn't really include those this week. So I was probably closer to $250 on my total gross for the week. But these are all items $10 or more. So that's it. Again, another reminder about the Monday live show, Resellers Goals, with Danny from Pickwa Resellers. And I believe his son Parker is joining us this week as well. That is at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. If you're not subscribed to Danny, please subscribe to Danny. He is hosting this week, so it'll be on his channel, and set that reminder so you'll get the notification when we go live. So we'll discuss our goals from the previous week and what our next week's goals are going to be, and I'll obviously include you guys in the chat and just see where the show takes us. That is Monday, every Monday. This is episode 3. Also, again, just a quick reminder, I'll be on Chuck and Nate's Two Beirdo show on Thursday, March 25th, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. And I am looking forward to that. Let's see you next week, next video. I'm going to go sourcing Saturday and probably list Sunday. So I still have a lot of items to list. And you know how the reseller thing goes. You always want to buy. And then you dread listing. But that's how we make our money, and that's what I'm going to do. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, again, like, subscribe, bell, and we'll see you on the next video.
Trying to work on this right here.
I cannot see that. That ain't gonna work. Yeah, it works. Thank you so much for clicking that play button. Got a what sold. Ooh, you never say that. What sold video. Probably just get rid of it altogether. It's itching.
I really do need to shave. This itches so bad. But yeah, Chuck, Nate, I don't think I'm gonna
be able to get the beard. Sorry. Crap. Golly.